Alrighty everyone, well game number 2 in this best of 5 series finds us on King's Cove LE. Spawning here, in the top left hand corner of the map, playing with the red Zerg pieces. He's currently down, but certainly not out of it just yet. His name is Reynor. And his opponent, spawning in the cross position, playing with the blue Zerg pieces. He's currently up and wants to keep this series rolling in his favor. His name is Serral. Alrighty guys, well, this game number 2 here, as I said in this best of 5 series, is one of the semifinal matchups of the tournament that happened at the WCS spring event. And so one of those, WCS stops, very exciting stuff, guys. I gotta say, the first matchup between these two, you can kind of see there's so many similarities in the styles of play that both these players have. There's just an edge there with Serral, and I think that comes with experience. Reynor, as we talked about in the first game, the big question that's been surrounding Reynor is this guy the next Serral? And, lots of people are talking about it. I wonder, in the next couple of years or so, or even just this year, what are we going to see from Reynor? Could he be, the next Serral? And, there's definitely similarities there. You can definitely tell that he takes some of those styles of play from Serral, and that makes him a real opponent and a force to be reckoned with in the pro circuit. But that being said, guys, Serral was able to overwhelm Reynor. You could just see that experience definitely, overwhelming. Serral was very good at throughout the course of game number 2, really going and ending up just kind of overwhelming his opponent by surrounding the army and such. So I gotta say, I'm very, very excited to see what ends up happening here in this next game between these two. It does look like a hatch gas pool opener is going to come out of both players, so nothing completely out of the ordinary as of yet. But, oh man, Reynor, I felt like there were moments where he had a real good chance at taking game number 1 against Serral, so I'll be interested to see what he ends up doing in this game. That is for sure. We are going to see a couple of queens coming out of both players. We're going to see metabolic boost being researched out of the spawning pool, which of course is the Zergling speed upgrade. And we're going to start probably seeing what both these players are going to, end up deciding to do here at these, these stages, earlier stages of the game. Are you going to start seeing some transitions where you're going to see some significant, pushes by either one of these players? It's hard to tell, at least for the time being, but we are going to see some Zerglings moving across the map for both players. Looks like both players are deciding in this game to go ahead and get a quick third hatchery, which we know in game number 1, Reynor did not get this third base until later on. He wanted to go ahead and go for that push across the map. And it did not quite work out according to plan. I mean, he was able to do a little bit of some damage, but didn't do enough to really take out Serral. But once again, Reynor was able to get the cancel on that third hatchery as well as that Zergling. So very nicely done by Reynor, getting the cancel on that hatchery. That kind of just slows down the production of Serral. Is really what it does, and that is absolutely beautiful play by Reynor. So Reynor's doing making small moves that are really going a long way for him so far in the early stages of the game. We're going to see the Roach Warren follow up. We're going to see on the opposite side of the map where we see, of course, Serral's going for that third hatchery, but we're also going to see Evolution Chamber and Baneling Nest. So we're going to see little change-ups here of build orders by both these players. Lots of Zerglings are out on the playing field right now, and this is why I love the ZvZ matchup. There's just things happening all across the map. Sometimes it's very hard to even keep track of everything, but it does look like Serral is gonna, scout the, the timing on this hatchery going down. He's got some Baneleys that are out on the playing field now as well, and it looks like Serral is gonna probably start possibly nibbling away at this third hatchery, but you gotta be very careful. All comes down to the micro. You do not want to lose a lot of these Zerglings for free. It does look like one Baneling does go down, but here we go. Serral's going to go into that natural base location. It looks like he's going to try to do a little bit of some damage here. Some of the Zerglings. Zerglings versus Zerglings. Looks like the surround is going to come in, though, on that queen, or very close to it. Looked like it was definitely a surround on that queen. They are not able to get that queen, though. It looks like Reynor's defense is absolutely on point, at least for the time being. Roaches are now out. We are going to see the Roach Warren coming in now for Serral. Baneling Nest is going morphing in as well for Reynor. So things are happening quick in this one so far. I mean, a lot of things are happening across all over the map so far. So I guess the question here is, you know, what all is there that both these players, you know, what are they gonna, what are they all gonna be able to kind of see and do, at least at this point, because there's a little lull in the game. But I mean, just look at Serral. This guy is going all over the map, and then Reynor does not see this, but Serral also did not see that. So very interesting, a very interesting play here. Now here we go. Looks like Reynor is going to start moving across the map with more units. Now we are going to see some banelings here. So these banelings are probably going to try to get in here and do some damage to some of these drones in here, is what my assumption would be. We're also going to see a lot of red that is moving down the map here. And oh man, this is going to be scary, because this is looking like a pretty deadly force by Reynor. Looks like Reynor wants to really take the fight to Serral once again, and I like this decision a lot by him. But at the same time, is it going to be enough here for Reynor to really do some crippling damage? The transfuser's going to be coming in on those roaches. It looks like Reynor might just barely have enough, or Serral, I should say, is going to have just barely enough to kind of hold on, at least for the time being, without, you know, a lot of crippling damage there. It does look like Serral and Reynor are still kind of duking it out here, trying to do as much damage as they possibly can. Looks like Serral's going to back off, at least for the time being. Reynor's going to back off, and wow, what an intense matchup between these two. These units are still going at it near the middle of the map. Man, Serral does not want to leave any one of these units alive, and that's exactly what he does. But these units look like they're going to start moving up towards that third hatchery, and try to see if there's any types of builds that they want to see, at least for the time being. But it looks like once again we're kind of at a lull in the game here, as I mean, there's still action that's kind of going around all around the map at this point. Glad Constitution is going to be researched by both players. We're going to see the Nematized Carapace coming in as well for Serral. So I gotta say, guys, that, you know, I mean, Serral is just so good at the as far as, you know, just hiding units and getting a lot of that information that he needs. Now here's the question though. Serral has no idea about this Nidus network, so that's very interesting. That'll be something that we have to keep track of, because that Nidus worm is going to be coming out here relatively soon. Now I wonder if Serral is going to try to make a move here, as he is going ahead, and he's going to be getting his fourth hatchery out as well. Now it does look, oh, is Serral going to see it? Serral does not see it yet. Now he does now. Okay, so he does see it right at that nick of time. He does see it. Nidus worm's coming in here. Serral's on top of it though. Seeing it immediately. Looks like another Nidus worm is going to be started right in that natural location. Looks like another is coming, but then at the same time we are going to see Serral is going to be caught into a corner here, as he's got a bunch of spine crawlers down. Is he going to have enough though? It looks like he is actually going to have enough, as another Nidus worm is going to be started in that third hatchery here, but it's going to be taken out before it even gets a chance to start. It does look like Serral did cancel on that fourth hatchery because of the issues involved there. Obviously did not want to he thought that he probably would lose from the Nidus worm. So Nidus worm is going to be coming in here relatively shortly. Serral is once again on top of it, and I mean, Serral is just outplaying his opponent right now. He's reading him like a book at this point. And here we go. It does look like Zerglings are going to be coming into that main base location, but the real battle is happening at the ramp of that third hatchery. Who's going to have the advantage? It looks like Serral once again is going to have the advantage here, as he is transitioning into a Spire. Oh man, looks like Reynor is trying so hard in multiple areas, as there are more and more Nidus. The Nidus worm is trying to come in here. It looks like it is at that main base location. That Spire is coming in, but I just don't know. I just don't know. Does he know about this? Reynor does know that the Spire is coming in, but I just wonder, is it going to be enough at this point? Reynor is all over the map, but the problem is that Serral's defense is just better than the offense of Reynor right now. Serral is everywhere, and now with the Spire coming in, oh wow, this is going to get interesting. As we pass that 10-minute mark, once again, Reynor is being kind of caught in a, being put in a rough situation as so many units of Serrals are starting to move up towards that third hatchery, towards the ramp. Looks like Serrals might just want to go ahead, regroup here, and not push in as of yet. Looks like he's looking for an angle. He's going to try to hit it from both sides, from a couple of sides at once as he is chasing down this army, going up towards that ramp. You do not want to overextend, though, if you are Serral. I mean, Serral is supply blocked currently, which is a little bit uncharacteristic. He is supply blocked. Ground carapace level 1s can be finishing up in less than 10 seconds now, and it looks like Serral's going to try to pounce on this army right here and right now. That's exactly what he's going to do. It's all about the strength in numbers. Who's got the numbers, at least at this point? It's very, very hard to tell. Looks like Reynor, once again, is going to get that advantage, as we are going to start seeing the Mutalisks are out on the playing field. They are going to be on top of that Nidus Worm once again, as we are going to see that fourth hatchery going down again. Here come the Mutas. The Mutas are target firing down those Ravagers. Man, this is starting to be a little bit of some damage, as a lot of Roaches are going to be coming in as well. There's just a lot of units. Beautiful play, though, by Reynor, getting the Nidus Worm down and having these Queens come out. So it looks like it's going to be an all-out assault right now of Reynor on Serral. Who is going to have the advantage at the ramp once again? Serral looks like he's got the numbers in order to hold on, at least for the time being. The transfuses are going to be coming in here shortly, but I just think there might just be too much Serral here, as it looks like that Nidus Worm is going to be in a lot of trouble. These Queens are in a lot of trouble. GG is called, and Serral takes a commanding 2-0 lead over his opponent. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Serral and Reynor. And if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if new, stay positive, and I'll see you guys all in game number 3.